be watching this transmission. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's is going to have and planned a great Friday ahead of them. And I want to thank everyone, for being part of the transmission liking in all these years. And I found a few videos pre 2012 I would like to let you guys know. And some of the stuff we were predicting in those videos, I'm actually floored on some of the stuff. And yeah, so if you're out there, let me. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, Giovanni, what's up, buddy? Como stai? So we got Giovanni in the house. We got Larry. Okay, guys. All these people are sending me messages, just blasted with emails, Instagram, Facebook, emails with the same stuff. Oh my God, Mike, did you hear? They're going to start remasking. They're bringing in mandates. So I just politely send them a link from 11 months ago and a link from 2 years ago, that one where we said, enjoy your summer, because they're going to be locking it down in the fall and winter. And politely, I'm not being rude, it's on this channel. Let's go do the recap now. We'll do it again. I have all the videos there. I'm going to actually slice them when I get some time and make a compilation video with the dates and times. I need everyone to understand. Everybody needs to understand the flow chart that we've been talking about on this channel for years now. It starts, the flow chart we started talking about in 2019. August 2019. No worldwide protests. They got this climate change down hook, line, and sinker. Everyone's believing climate change. Now, what's the next thing they're going to do? They're going to pull the trigger on the pandemic. You guys know that video, at least. Tell me you know that video. I could play from you from 2019. And what's happening is they are constantly going through this flow chart of when all else fails, go to climate change, right? When all else fails, it's a variant. When there's an election on the horizon, sniff, sniff, we got ourselves a problem here with variants, right? Now, the UK, I think they're up for an election, so we're smelling the new variants that are coming up, right? Just like we talked about the whole mail-in ballots thing, right? Just like the whole mail-in ballots, they're going to call a snap election in Canada, and Trudeau's going to win 11 months before they call the snap election. And people were telling us, you're crazy, Mike. They'll never call a snap election during the height of a pandemic. And they did, and Trudeau won. And we have 407,000 uncounted ballots in Northern Ontario. Some say it's 201,000 uncounted ballots. This is what's happening, folks. They're putting us through these flow charts. And I've been trying to explain this flow chart for you guys for years now. Right? Now, in the southern hemisphere, okay, it's going to be spring in 2 weeks in Australia. Right? It's going to be spring in Australia in about a couple of weeks. And they're going to go into now that they're obviously the whole variant thing or climate change or whatever it is, they're going to go ahead and go back to what? They're going to go into a heavy fire season. No one's believing anything anymore. I don't think they have, do they have an election in, I think they have a provincial one. Oh no, presidential one or premier one for the prime minister. I think they have one in Australia too, right? Yeah, do not comply. Do not comply. Do not comply. And that goes back to a video we made in January of 2020. Do not comply. Unified non-compliance. And people are like, Mike, what are you talking about? There was no lockdowns in January of 2020. What are you talking about? Yes, if you guys remember the Hong Kong protests, they were locking people in their homes and in Brazil, they were telling people not to leave their homes, weren't allowed to go out. In Chile, they weren't allowed to go out because the whole world was protesting. and they were telling people they weren't allowed to go out, and we kept saying, don't comply, go outside your damn house, go outside and wave a flag, go outside and tell your government you don't have no confidence in them, right? And we were saying that back then, and we were very vocal about that. So somebody called me out and said, well, Mike, there were no lockdowns in January of 2020. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. So they're going to start rolling the stuff back in. Again, follow the flow chart, people. Right? When all else fails, revert to global warming or climate change. Nobody believed in the global warming this year in Canada, finally, where there was less than 3% approval of global warming in Canada, or 4% approval. Guess what they did? They burnt the shit out of the country. You don't want to believe in climate change? Well, here you go. So that's what's happening there. Hold on, folks, guys. If you guys haven't checked out, I'm on Rumble, guys, where people keep asking for Mike of the Night still, and asking if I still do it. There's the Mike of the Night here. Where is it? You got to scroll down a bit. There it is. 518, if you guys want to check it out. That's what the show format looks like. And, I want to share this link here live for you guys. I want to let people know, because we're blowing up on Facebook since August 11th, and I don't know why, but we're blowing up on Facebook. I've never, ever, I post on Facebook 4 or 5 times a week for the last 10 years, and nobody cares. But now all of a sudden, 10 years? Everybody's commenting on there now and sharing my stuff. And I just passed 1.7 million. I reached 1.7 million people in the last 28 days. And that's never happened to me before like this. This is like, what the hell's going on here? I'm not trying to brag. I don't care. It's embarrassing. I've been posting for 10 years and now I'm getting people following me. Someone asked me if I'm a fad. No, I'm not a fad. Yeah, if there isn't mass uncompliance, we're done for. Yep. Let me just post here to let people know we are live on Facebook, and maybe we can get more people. Maybe we get more people over here and joining us in the comments here and have some fun with your man Mike Martins here. People are shitting themselves, says Andrew Drew in the house. All right, let me refresh this and see if it's up there. If they accepted it. I'm kind of excited, guys, that, you know, it's starting to falter for them. And if people could understand this whole flowchart thing and what I've been trying to say all these years, it might make a bit more sense, you know. What I'm trying to say, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if we could find it here. If we could find that very famous line. And we're talking about how they were pushing the whole climate change agenda for the longest time. And
because they always say the long.
You got this climate change that's full. Yeah, climate change that's full stop, right? So when climate change doesn't work, why were they pushing climate change for? Because the whole world was protesting, right? And when the whole world's protesting, what happens? Well, there's no confidence in government, right? And there's no confidence in government. Where do they resort to? Climate change, right? So there it is there. I'm going to keep playing this video. I'm going to do a whole thing of all the videos we made pre-COVID, where you should see the video I made where something big is going to happen and they're going to change everybody's life.
And they are the most sinister people on the planet,
okay,
you know?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Just hear me out on this one.
Sure.
You got this climate change that's full stop. I'm talking, it's everywhere. It's on front pages. It's what they're feeding us. So why were they doing this whole climate change thing full stop? Why? Well, because when you type in and you go on Google, here, and you type in 2019, the year of the protest, right? You go over here. You can find a lot of stuff on the year of the. Oops, they actually. What did they change the what? Did they change the page? Did they take? No, they didn't take the page down. Okay. Oh, thank God. I have it. I have it screenshotted. So there's your year of the protest, 2019, and there's the whole world protesting. I mean, literally, the whole world was protesting. And there's something interesting here I want to share with you guys.
In France, protesters put on their yellow vests and demanded better pay and an end to rising prices. In Sudan, the people brought down the 40-year regime of a genocidal dictator. In Haiti, they demanded the president's resignation and the prosecution of corrupt officials. And in Hong Kong, demonstrators started by standing up to the Chinese authorities over an extradition law.
And this is when we made our video, non-compliance video, that's non-compliance back in January, because they were locking people in their homes in Chile, Argentina, Hong Kong, France, telling people they're not allowed to leave their homes. And that's when we made that non-compliance video. Do not comply, go out and protest, right? But now they were protesting no confidence in government, right?
And expanded their demands to include more democracy.
The older generation.
And then what did they do? Climate change. What do we say here? Here goes. Let's go back. Watch this, folks.
Retard on the projections that they've done. And they'll just let the world take care of itself. But you got to build it up as big as, because they always say, the longer they let it go, the more pain that's going to be felt. I think that's what they're doing. They're never going to leave a travesty go to waste. They never will. Use your brains, man. That's all you got to do. Think the way they think, and they are the most sinister people on the planet.
Okay,
you know.
hear me out. Hear me out. Just hear me out on this one.
Sure.
You got this climate change that's full stop. Right here. There's your climate change. They're framing it as climate change. What does this video go back to? The day of that article, or the week of that article, 2019. So it was the climate change, right? Right. There's the climate change.
Generations have failed tackling the biggest crisis humanity has ever faced.
Even school children have taken to the
Now they swing it as climate change.
streets, demanding that adults take better care of the planet. In these countries and on the streets of Iraq, Lebanon, Ecuador, Iran, and elsewhere, citizens are saying enough and demanding a change to business as usual.
So what did we tell you? I'm talking, it's everywhere. It's on front pages. It's what they're feeding us. And the funny part of this one is that a lot of people are actually buying this hook, line, and sinker. But what is the real thing? Like, there's something so big in the works. Either it's a real big hot war that's going to wipe out a percentage of us. Either they're going to pull the trigger on a mass pandemic. Or it's going to be something. And there it is. It was something. And when you go through the flow chart, now they're going to get more vicious with us. Now, because, oh, you don't want to believe in climate change? We're going to burn all your forests. We're going to burn you. We're going to burn you in your house. So do you see where I'm going with this, folks? Follow the flow chart we've been talking about for years. Found out about the fire, found kid hiding, was burnt to, oh, I don't want to talk. Thanks for sharing, James. Hold the line. And that's what they're going to do. New variant? Election in your area? Well, I smell a variant. Right? Low Roller Scratcher, what's up, brother? Brian White died age 36 from WWE. He died from a heart attack. Yep. Low Roller Scratcher. Yes, I just read it. Keep fighting the good fight. So, yeah. So this is it. This is what they're going to keep doing, the same crap over and over. Yes, on YouTube channel. This is live. Thank you for joining us and being part of the channel. Hey, Brian. So if you're just joining us, you might want to scroll back to the beginning of the video, because then we explain quite a bit there in 14, 15 minutes. And I think it's important that we address this, because they're just gonna do what they want to us. And the problem is, there's people that follow that mainstream media like it's a religion. Yeah. Yes, it's 2 new variants. Is that your store? Good against evil. New variant called whatever, BS, whatever. So there it is right there in a nutshell. Go back to the beginning of the video, get your whatever you need to know, then you can jump off if you want. But I'm going to keep talking with you guys here. We got Mort in the house. Where was the line in the photo you posted? Look like an airport. Oh, that, okay, guys. So people send me stuff. I didn't take that photo at the airport. So that was Don, again, a viewer of Mike in the Night that just, I think he emailed me or sent it to me on Instagram or Facebook. No, I think it was on Instagram. He just sent me the picture. Said, hey, Mike, you want to post this for your guys, for your people, right? So he does a lot of travel. He does a lot of travel for his work. Yeah, election variant coming up. We were calling it something else. What were we calling it? A selection variant. The selection variant. Yeah. Hey, Silent Walk, what's up, buddy? So Throttle Cracker saying is yelling in the comments saying COVID blah 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 is nothing compared to what is coming, and I agree. 2024. So I'm helping push the distraction. No, I think it's a little bit different when you're actually predicting certain things and connecting the dots than trying to manifest things and make things go wrong. I could understand if people actually watched any of my videos, they would, okay, maybe that if there's enough people behind it. But that's not even the case. So we're just an underground community here talking. And yes, there's a lot of bigger channels that take our stuff and run with it. Believe me, there's a lot of channels that take our stuff and run with it. Don't comply with anything they want if and when the time comes and is necessary to save our families. All infrastructure, government buildings, they'll make this worse than before. Yeah, they're going to have to make this worse than before because they have to and that's what we kept telling you guys. 2024 is going to be the year of government-sanctioned murder. We told you that in 2021. We told you about the year of the coffin was this year. We told you about the year of the protest. We told you before it happened. Things are going to eventually get worse, we know. And it's not that I want them to get worse. Did you think I wanted to be right when I was making those videos in 2012 and 2014 about the price of food surpassing the price of my rent in Vancouver? Or those videos I made, they're going to raise interest rates to they need to raise interest rates to 9% by 2022. The videos from 2015. Do you think I want? No, I don't want, but things need to, I don't know how to explain this. It's like, there's some stuff that are so blatant in your face that you could see, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And then there's stuff that you could easily connect. And then there's stuff that out of left field, right? And I'm that guy that's kind of out of left field, man. I don't see and read things because you guys know I can't read. You guys know I can't read. So I feel things more. And I feel certain things. Silent Walk is saying no mask either. Hang in there, Mike. Thank you for being there for us. Big event coming soon. So I had a lady I was talking to yesterday morning, and she told me that she's binge watching episodes of Mike in the Night, and she's going to start timestamping certain things or certain events or certain things that we predicted that yet have not happened yet, though. And she's like, whoa, there's something in your 2020 prediction show you guys talked about with your call-ins, and one of your call-inners, you know what I'm saying? Are they doing this stuff in Portugal? I don't know where they're doing it, but anywhere that there's an election or a selection, anywhere that there's if you follow the flow chart, you'll see, right? Anywhere that there's something specific happening that's going to rock things and they need to get people to comply, right? And scare people, right? So you have to think like this. Which country is in need of ultimate fear and distraction? Well, a majority of the English-speaking countries are definite need of a massive distraction. English-speaking countries need to shut things down because now, if they get a new administration in that's going to investigate the last 2-3 years, a lot of people will be going to jail, right? So they need big distractions. And then that goes back to my prediction video I made a year ago that Canada will not have another federal election. They won't allow it. If they do have another federal election in Canada for Prime Minister, they're going to put laws and stipulations into place that the next government that comes in won't investigate the previous administration. That's going to be like very in law. So they'll get immunity for anything they did from 2020 forward. Governments will get immunity for everything they did. They won't be persecuted for it. Yeah, G7 countries. David is saying, do not comply. My response is fangulo. Get the woods before they get it all. Yeah. So, guys, if you're just tuning in, it looks like a lot of people for some reason are tuning in now. Go back to the beginning. Scroll back to this video. You want to watch the beginning of this video. You want to watch the breakdown of this video from the beginning. First 15 minutes you want to watch. England having hard times. You know that if you go back on our channel, go back to 2019 in England, 2018 in England, 2017 in England, we were reporting they have more food banks than like Subway, McDonald's, like restaurants in London. They have more food banks. 7 million people in England are living severely below the poverty third world level, literally below the poverty level. 7 million people. We were reporting so much stuff, and the one thing that killed the British was the interest-only mortgages we were warning people about back in 2015. They did interest-only mortgages in England so people could jump on the bandwagon with the money launderers, the people that were laundering money in China, from China to England. And then what happened was the local people from England couldn't get into their own real estate, just like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the blue states of America. So what they did interest-only mortgages in England. So people are talking to me, hey, Mike, they're doing a 90-year mortgage now. Who cares? Imagine interest-only mortgage, where you just pay the interest at 0 or 0.5% or whatever the introduction rate was back then. How about that? And when they raise rates to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9% where they should be, they can't afford them. So it's almost like they're being hijacked, like they're being drawn in with, like, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and then they get they get spit back out. My nephews are happy about their purchases, are still interested in more product, says David. Oh, yes. Antarctica, stay strong, brothers and sisters. I'm praying for you all. Gotta go. Cash out. God bless. That's Cash Malachi Chapel. I hope I pronounced that right. And give me a fist if you're ready to fight back. And why are messages getting deleted for? I'm not deleting any messages. There's a whole pile of messages getting deleted here. Oh yeah, and someone messaged me the other day about the whole Brazil election thing. They saw my video and they're like, oh, that's great. You're talking about the corruption in Brazil. That's really good, Mike. No, look at the video. Look at the timestamp. They got back to me and said, oh, that's 5 months before they went to count a single ballot. You were actually showing the news in Brazil in Portuguese. It was all in Portuguese, showing how we should trust the voting system. We should trust the electronic boxes, and your vote is safe with us. Oh, yes, it's all rigged. We are Borg is saying this is the calm before the storm. I think this may be the calm before the storm, my friends. Linda Sanders is saying my dad was World War II Navy. told me about these days. At 15 years, I am 62 now. Listen to the song Into the Storm by Gorgia. I will. Hey, Mike, I'm working, trying to stay ahead of inflation, says Sworn. You know what, K9? Sworn K9? Start selling some stuff you don't want. All the clutter, stuff that you've worked for. Maybe get some money back for some of that stuff. Take off the load. Take off a bit of load off of you. Someone says, I keep hearing something big is happening. Something big is coming September 23rd. The colors of England and America flag are symbolic. Bloodline red and blue makes purple. And red and blue on the French flag too. Who else is out there, folks? Come on. Guys, I want to thank everyone that's following me on Rumble. I just passed 2,000 followers on Rumble. I was stuck at 1,700 or 1,800 followers on Rumble for almost 2 years now. So I want to thank everyone that just got out there and followed me on there. And that's where you find Mike in the Night, because I get people calling my store that are finding these Mike in the Nights. These Mike in the Nights. They're finding these Mike in the Nights on YouTube, and they're asking me if we are still doing the show. So I have to direct them here to our Rumble channel, and if you want to follow us here, we're here. I just passed 2,000 followers. Thank you so much, everybody, for that. And there's the last show. That's 518 Mike in the Night, and it's a really good show. So if you guys want to...
Previously on Mike in the Night.
Oh, this is a previously. Yeah, this is what I do is I do a little 18 minutes or 15-minute video. So if you missed the show and you want to watch it and you don't want to watch the full 3 hours or listen to the full 3 hours.
Again, more and more people were caught and arrested on site for arrested and prosecuted and stuff like that. And there it is right there, folks. And now let's jump into the Maui fires really quick. Coincidence, Maui neighborhood was winning against catastrophic wildfire until water was deliberately cut off.
So there's the last. If you guys want to watch 518, it's there on Rumble. So I let you guys know where you could find Mike in the Night. And still going on since 2016. There's our live stream right there. And maybe I should share the live stream and let people know that we're here live. Okay, what do we got? Hey says eat, trade, and travel. Sheridan Forbes in the house. Dan, if you speak, what is that? Another language besides English. That's plenty of places you could go afford a home. You can't start a stable family renting, or you will eventually lose your family. So what happened was, so what I do now is, now I've been introducing some Mexican theater, not movies, good Mexican movies that were made in the 80s and 90s to my kids. So we're watching a movie based out of Mexico. We're watching the whole movie. I would pause it, and I would tell them, and what is he saying? They don't get it. I say it in Portuguese. It almost sounds the same. Oh. Then they keep playing the movie. And then, necesitamos buscar esta gente. Pause. What is he saying? Oh, then I tell them in Portuguese. Oh. So that's how I'm teaching. My kids already understand Portuguese. Now I'm teaching them Spanish so they could hear the similarities in the language and utilize it to their benefits. I've thought about moving to Mexico, but I have too many. But I have too many in the laws there. The juice is compatible with the atmosphere, yeah, and the 5G and all that other crap they're rolling out. What did they say that what did they say that we did not know? I love the people saying they're going to run away from North America. Don't you think when North America falls and everything goes to crap here and everything won't go to crap elsewhere? Nitin Philip is in Bangalore, India. We should get him back on Mike in the Night reporting. He says, hello, Mike. The food crisis is here. It's going to get worse in 2024. Sacramento tried to clean up all the homeless in California, but the city of Sacramento officials refuse to do their jobs. Yeah, I believe it, man. This homeless crisis has been going on for years now. And the sad part is they don't take care of their own. They're constantly helping the migrants and people that did not contribute to building the infrastructure of the country. We Are Borg says, I have a solution. Can I speak? Just call into Mike in the Night, man. Just call into the show. Add me on Skype and say, hey, I'm a first-time caller. I want to come in. I love first-time callers. First-time callers are the best, man. I just hear people talking outside here. So if you guys want to come visit me, you know where to find me here in the store. If you guys want to come and check me out, I'll be here till 6. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Tomorrow night is Mike in the Night. In the Netherlands, they even say after World War II, the migrants built the cities back. No, they didn't. Of course they didn't. The people that built the cities back, not no migrants. Immigrants, different. Portugal, family, dad, Portugal. Built and worked on the Air Canada Centre, worked on the Sky Dome, worked on huge projects, yes. Built. Immigrants, European. The same people that brought you, what do we call it on the show all the time? The same people that brought you sanitation. Yeah. The same people that brought you sanitation. Oh, we live longer because of our food is better. No, it's not. We live longer because of sanitation. The European expansion. Happy Friday, says Lydia Sanders. Yeah, it's Happy Friday, folks. So don't comply. Don't, it's the same thing they've been doing over the years. It's the same broken record. It's the same crap. It's just tiring. It's starting to stink bad. So now they got back at us this year with the whole, we're not believing in global warming. I'll show you. Right? Someone saying in the Philippines they have 4 different diligence, hygiene masks, us live longer. Does your wife teach you your kids in the Philippine language too? Yeah, they understand the Tagalog language actually. Everything my daddy told me is true, says Lydia. Great tradesman. You don't look too happy, Mike. No, I'm fine. I'm just, I got a little bit of a cough. It's from the smoke the other day. Friggin' smoke was pretty strong. And smoke was pretty strong the other day. Really, England had one of the coolest summers, climate change BS. Yeah, one of the coolest summers. We're reporting the cooler summers in New York, and they were trying to say it's the hottest ever on record. And we made that video a few weeks back showing that's all BS. Because one of the hottest summers on record for New York was 1977. New York had that. In New York in 1977, that was the year of the blackout. Yeah, the blackout. That was the year of intense heat. That was the year of the Summer of Sam. Man, that was the year of everything, 1977 in New York. If you want to go back to a time in a date and time, go to the Bronx, New York, and see it then. Have they gotten the fires close? You know what? I'm not seeing any smoke where I am. So it looks like they may have started, because everything's starting to fizzle out. We are going into fall season. We're going to start getting some rain. So everything's going to be fizzling out soon. So it's going to be it's just a very interesting time to be alive. Chilliwack is full of smoke the last 2 days. I live in Mississippi, 115 heat index yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, Nitin saying rainfall also less this year. This is the shit they're spraying over us, this flammable shit. And then, boom, everything sparks up real quick in a heartbeat. No, Mort, we talk about the ozone layer all the time on the channel. It's not a thing of the past, not on this channel. We were talking about, what about the Methane Protection Act? Back in New England in the 1870s, 1880s, where they were trying to charge or fine farm owners or farmers for head of cattle and horse. Yeah, then the acid rain in the 60s, and then the ozone layer has a hole in it in 1984. The Save the Ozone Layer, remember 81 through 84, 85? There's a hole in the ozone layer, and all they're showing us is cartoons of it. They're not showing us a hole in the ozone layer, right? And then after it was, then they piped down for a bit. Then it was global warming. In Florida was going to be underwater by 2001. And then from there, it was from global warming. Then it was climate change. And then climate emergency, climate boiling, mama fangulo. Someone said something. Amanda saying, what's she saying? Bill Gates and Melinda smirking while talking about the second wave. Yeah, we got to talk about that on Mike in the Night so I could blast it. And guys, again, Mike in the Night is like 18, 19 plus. Please don't children shouldn't be listening. It's not a family show. Even though I do want to reach out to kids and stuff, and I want to reach out to more of the parents so they could maybe see our points of views from our callers and stuff. We are who we, you know what I'm saying? So when somebody takes something that you say on a call and takes it onto a big platform, and these big platforms are taking your calls and your points of views and your observations and taking it for their channels, it hurts me. It hurts us. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I remember them. I remember him saying that a few weeks ago about the stupid GMO mosquitoes. Who watched that Mike of the Night where I was ripping them apart really badly? I'm surprised the police didn't come to my house and arrest me. About the GMO mosquitoes and how they have a vaccine ready to go for that. Okay, somebody just started following my Rumble channel. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's where you'll find Mike of the Night. Just call into the show. A lot of people listen to it on replay when they're doing stuff in the yard or on their earpiece at work. You should make a complaint as a copyright stealing your content. No, the most intriguing one is, and I have screenshots of everything, and I've been documenting my last 4 or 5 or 6 YouTube suspensions. I would screenshot the suspension. I would screenshot the title, okay? And then I would put that same title in YouTube and nothing comes up. Okay, so the YouTube's doing, okay, so they don't want me to talk about this. 2-3 days later, I take the same title, put it back into YouTube, and there's already a video. And the video is referencing what we were talking about. They don't plug us. And they're reading sometimes even the same article we're talking about, and they get away with it. And I've taken screenshots of these channels with 500,000 or 250,000 subscribers that are allowed to speak, and we can't speak. So I am building a case. I am putting something together. And I have now 6 or 7 different times where I say something or I make a video, I cut and paste the title, and then a few days later, there's a video up following after we got taken down. Because they try to buy me twice. They try to buy me twice. They did. And I read the emails to you guys that I got. That I could be saving lives. Right? Be saving lives. Remember that, folks? Go back. They tried to buy me out. And they did. Okay, who's deleting comments here, guys? Yeah, most people don't care and aren't paying attention. They're just living their lives going and from work. Stick to your guns, Mike says Earth sign. Hold the line, folks. Oh, what do we got here in the Low Roller Scratcher, guys? You can go over and subscribe to him. Low Roller Scratcher has a channel, and he puts up videos too. Hey, Pamela. There's our girl there, Pamela Page from Kentucky. Thanks for coming on. Who else is here? You got a rogue mod, Mike, says Crosshatch. People are waking up. Same thing with this whole climate thing, right? Hey, Mr. Mike. Hi, guys, if you're just joining us, and you kind of want an explanation on the title up top or what we're talking about, or kind of explaining the flowchart system we've been talking about for years here, please go back, if you can, to the beginning of this video and watch it from the beginning for the first 15 minutes if you're just tuning in, okay? Because the message is in the beginning, like the big message is out there. So I really need you guys. But yeah, 2024 is going to be government-sanctioned murder. Don't you ever... Like, they're going to... Again, look what they did with us in the fires. Because we don't believe in climate change. Or we don't believe in global warming. Or the Methane Protection Act. Or whatever the hell they want to call it this week. So now, revert flowchart, variant. Revert flowchart, remask. Revert, go back, and just keep going back. The ones ignoring this, eventually it will catch up to them. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's not smoky outside, folks. Here, I'll just give you a gander from my window. That's what the window tints. It's actually pretty clear. It's not that bad where I am here. There's the store, folks. If you guys want to come down and say hi, and want to come down and say hi and talk for 13 minutes or something, looks lovely, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, I've been here since 2016. And I was never really welcomed in this town for opening a business. But I managed to get through it and find business from other towns to come and visit me here. Okay, someone's saying in Chilliwack, it's not clear there. They might start taking us out sooner than 2024. Most people say they are doing the lockdowns and mask again. Yeah, we covered that. Pamela, go back to the beginning of this video, hun. And I promise you the first 15 minutes will get you up to speed. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the video we did 11 months ago when they were starting to bring in the climate change, and the variants are gonna come back in. But where we are today, when I'm talking to you today, we're already telling you the variants will be coming back to this time, because they were in that video. I was talking about the climate change, and in 11 months from now, we'll be here where we are today. And then I'll play the video from 2021. Enjoy your summer, because they're going to be locking us down in the fall with new variants. I go back to 2020. We just go back and back. And we need, I think maybe if I could create some of these short videos with clips from different videos, we could show people that there's some sort of a track record, and that, hey, maybe that guy that can't read on YouTube all these years might be right about something. Why don't we just discuss what he's talking about, or what his points of views, or what his people in the comments are talking about, right? Yeah, less compliant people around. Mike, take a drive to Alaska. You need to get away from that small town. I don't think. Every time I go into the United States, I get a really hard time getting in. Like last time I went to the United States, they basically strip searched me at the border and put me in a jail cell for, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, they did when I went to Seattle. This is a long time ago. So I really don't want to go down there. I don't want to go stateside anymore. I already tried to live in Florida for years. I had a corporate. Again, I'm not going to go into this again, but I did all my paperwork and they declined me. And I didn't want citizenship. I just wanted a green card to work. Mike, you read just fine. They should go on underground and lock themselves down. We got this. Yep. So we got John Dean from the prison in UK. So we were calling them prison region. So if you guys remember back in 2016 on the channel, I was trying to get people to call themselves from the prison region. So Australia was New Zealand was prison region 1111. Australia was prison region 1112. The UK was prison region 1113. Canada was prison region 1114. And America was prison region 1115. So people back in 2017 on the channel and our live streams, they would say, hey, Mike, reporting from prison region 1111, New Zealand, prison region 1112, Australia. So we were doing that years ago. I remember and people actually picked up on that for a bit. And I thought it may have been something, right? So that was something we were talking about years ago. And people were picking up. I'm sure other countries will find reasons to go after him soon. John Dean might get to meet Trump one day. I'm sure other countries will find reasons to go after him soon. Don't eat the money. That sounds reminiscent to the movie The Hunger Games and In Time. You know what? I've never watched The Hunger Games. Someone's telling me to watch The Hunger Games. I have not watched The Hunger Games. Apparently, how many parts? Is there 2 parts? 1 and 2? Can I watch it with my kids? Is it kid worthy, or do I have to wait? Is it kid worthy, guys? Hunger Games? Let me know. If it's not, then I'll wait till my kids get bigger. 5 movies. Oh. Okay, maybe I might take a hard pass for now on that one. Sure, dude. Don't do any of it, period. Goblins, they want information. No, don't watch with your kids. Okay, I'll just wait till my youngest is like 12, 13. Then the oldest will be You Hunger Games coming out again? There's 5 movies. It's very violent. Okay, fair enough. Okay. I've never watched it. Is it like, I think I've watched the movie The Maze, Part 1. Right? So I watched the movie The Maze Part 1. And holy crap, that's an old friend of mine is out across the street. Haven't seen him in a while. What time is it, guys? Oh, I got 28 minutes to open the store, but I don't know, guys. I just wanted to make this live stream for you guys because I usually do morning coffee with Mike, but I really wanted to get to the point on certain things. I really wanted to really, I don't know, maybe do a recap, I guess, on things. Go back. You're just tuning in. Go back. Go back to the beginning of the video. Watch the beginning of the video. I broke it down for you guys. Stephen King's The Stand is coming true in slow motion. I love The Stand. I watched that when I was in grade 9 or 10 or 11, I think I was. That was a great movie, The Stand. Seasons don't fear the reaper. By the way, you're a good man, Mike. Thanks for what you do, says John Dean. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Freedom, more like more like free to be tax slaves. Yep, that's what we are. That's exactly what we are. Someone's messaging me on Skype here. I don't have a microphone here, so people keep calling me on Skype here, and guys, keep all your Skype stuff. Keep it for Mike of the Night so it's fresh, so I could catch it, and while I'm live, and I could send shout outs or get you on the show and stuff. And this is like the same family we've had. I'm not joking. This is the same family, right? So how many people here in the comments, okay, were part of this family or following this whole thing that we've been doing since trends in the housing market? We did close to 340 episodes, I think, of trends in the housing market. Who remembers that? Who was here on this channel right now in the comments that could tell me they were here from trends in the housing market? I know Low Roller Scratcher was. Me, yeah, I know Low Roller Scratcher. Yeah, Billy T, okay. Following yep, Spark Drive. Yeah, Spark Drive was there from trends in the housing market. So what were we talking about? The economic takeover of the middle class, money laundering, fentanyl, empty homes, vacant homes, artificially low interest rates. And then trends. I caught the tail end of trends in the housing, says Nitin. So that would have been back in 2018, 2019-ish when we slowed it down a bit. Because after basically 2017, 2018, it morphed into Mike of the Night. Because the whole economic and the deregulation of the banking system and all this garbage morphed into a big giant ball of conspiracy. And now it's unfolding. Okay. Yeah, what happened to Dave Thompson? He went missing. Yeah. Hey, Low Roller, I want to ask you something. Whatever happened to FU? Remember with the guy had a... Who remembers FU? The thimble was like a little baby hand giving the middle finger. Who remembers FU? And Dave Thompson, yeah, whatever happened? Have you ever watched The Money Masters? It's on YouTube. No, I don't. I don't remember Money Masters. I don't really watch. If you go through my YouTube history, I don't follow anybody. I just watch biblical, historical, more biblical stuff, because when you watch history stuff, it's all BS. Germany made a map in 1550. I'm like, Germany? Was a country in 1870, 1860. And then they have the Portuguese coat of arms all over the maps. Oh, yes, that was a German. It's on Wikipedia. You can't make this shit up. So, you know, the history is like, yeah, good luck, buddy. Good luck. This is a storm. Do you remember FU? Don't remember FU. Okay. Yeah, because that was like, we're going back like maybe 2014 now with FU. But yeah. Yeah, I was buying my house in 1988. In 2 weeks, it went from £54,000 to £28,000, and a 15% interest rate rates. It was, yeah, that's right. Whatever happened to Porno Pete? I don't know, man. Almost 4 a.m. in prison region 1112. That's Australia. 1111 New Zealand. 1113 the UK. 1114 Canada. 1115 United States. So just we were doing that back in the day, 2017, and I desperately want to find that graph I made for you guys to vote. Which country is a prison is doing more testing on us, or which is the prison testing grounds for the W? It wasn't WEF. I called it something else. For the globalists, right? That was back in 2017, and everyone chose Australia. It was like 91% Australia, then a little bit New Zealand, and then a little bit of Canada, the United States, and the UK. But everyone chose Australia back in 2017 as the testing ground for all the BS. And I'm warning people in Australia, my last video, guys, please wake up. I have a feeling there's going to be a total wave of arson going through that country, because if more and more people don't want to believe in climate change, they'll make you believe in climate change, because they're going to burn that place right down, just like they try to do in Canada. So it's 1:37 p.m. in prison 1115, Section 5. So that would be the United States of America. But yeah, man, I'm excited to be alive. I feel good. A bit, just really focused, eye on the prize. My business is doing well, guys. Thank you for asking. We shut off the shipping again because they raised our shipping 2 times in the last month in Canada. So the shipping, we just can't ship anymore out of here. It's destroying small businesses. So governments are gonna, I'll show you, don't want to believe in global warming? We're gonna raise the shipping. Yeah. Yep, we're gonna raise the shipping. So that's a big problem. Yeah, that's gonna be a really big problem. And I ordered something from the States the other day, and I haven't ordered from the States in a long time. And I have to see what the importing fees on something is going to be. And I'm kind of worried about that because there's a few things I want to get done, right? And unfortunately, for me to get certain things from the States, it's going to cost me. Remember that video I made about 8 months ago, not maybe a year, where they're charging me $74 for importing fees on an item that costs $80, importing taxes from the States. So I'm worried about this whole importing fee shit. Something weird going down with Facebook. Yeah, exactly. I barely use it, but my friend, and all of a sudden had thousands of people add under number censoring. She was high on all requests, like suddenly on her comments. So for me on here where I am, it's very interesting because I've been posting on my Facebook for 10 years and I get 1 like, 1 share, 1 like, no shares, no nothing, no acknowledgement. Then after August 11th, I don't know what the hell happened on my channel. It's just everything's blowing the hell up. So guys, if you guys actually want to follow me, go ahead and follow me on Facebook. It's unlocked. I don't know what the hell's happening on, let me find my Facebook right here. Here. There's a live stream I just posted. Go over here. It's Mike Martins right here. And I was replying to people's comments the other day. That's what it looks like. Mike Martins. So if you guys want to follow me on there, go ahead. It's wide open. People are actually seeing stuff I post. And that was just posted 2 hours ago from my friend Don, sent me that. And look, I never got 5 shares on anything. I never even got 1 like, right? So there's a video there from the other day. Look, 19, but there's more. Watch, 49 shares. That was from yesterday. Watch this. 1,800 shares. 1,900 comments. That's never happened. Because that was yesterday's video, right? A day ago, yeah. So I never had this before. This never happened to me before. All these years. That's me on the Kevin J. Johnston show. That's me here of a replay video I posted on May 27th. So I'm posting older videos. So what I've been doing, I've been actually posting older videos on YouTube that I feel that were okay, and just reposting them now on Facebook. Because people are actually freaking seeing it now. And something's happening after August 11th. I would go fight in the ring, but now, is Facebook any good? Well, it was very heavily censored for a long time. And after August 11th, I shared one of your housing videos in Australia from 6 years ago today, but only found you months ago. Yeah. Yeah, I was warning people in Australia about the economic takeover and the money laundering and all that stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening, folks. I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know what Facebook is doing. Pamela Page is asking me. I don't know. I've been on there for years. And then my Mike in the Night Facebook page got unlocked. That one's almost at 100,000 followers. And they unlocked it about 5 months ago. Right? So I don't know why all of a sudden now it's becoming a thing or now it's front and center. I don't know. I don't know why. Facebook is trying to shut you down when you were getting popular. It is their master plan. It's making you popular for now. I don't want to be popular, guys. I just want to discuss certain points of views in discussion and maybe look for solutions and finding ways, because if you could expose something, they don't go ahead and commit the crime. Or if you expose something in great detail that may happen, they don't come back. They don't go around try doing it. You know what I'm saying? Gave you likes over there, says Catherine O'Connell. Thank you so much, Catherine. But I don't know why, but fake book censoring me. Yeah, so I'll be posting older videos there. Older videos there on the Facebook, just to people can catch up or see. Because what I hate the most is when someone just finds me out of nowhere, or even on Rumble's the best. I'm on Mike in the Night talking about this, talking about something they're rolling out, and people would come and say, "Oh, another one of these guys. Don't you have something better to do? Get out of your basement. We don't need more heroes sensationalizing headlines." I'm like, no, we've been doing this before your heroes that you follow. So, and if you look at the Rumble heroes on Rumble, you'll notice a lot of them are all post-COVID. And if they were pre-COVID, they were talking about other stuff. They were talking about mechanical stuff. They were talking about aircraft stuff, living off the land stuff. They were doing completely different stuff. And then COVID hits, and then they all of a sudden become these COVID heroes, right? So, yeah. Status posts I made over 6 years ago on Facebook are disappearing in memories. Doesn't say removed or restricted. It's just blank except for my name. I never removed posts or changed settings back then. Yeah. So, yeah, screenshot everything, folks. Kind of document everything. What time is it? I'm going to be opening here soon, guys. Yeah, I'm going to be opening here in a few minutes, folks. I want to thank you for coming on and joining us here and being part of this channel all these years. Do me a favor, if it's okay. Could you just, if you're joining us now or you came mid-show or something, go back to the beginning of the video, because the beginning of the video explains what it is this title is about today, so you guys could understand where I'm going with this, and we can go from there. Okay, guys? All right, guys. Lots of love, lots of respect. Be good, be positive, love your neighbors, love everybody. Yeah, Giovanni, I'll see you, buddy. Catherine, I'll see you. John Dean, I'll see you. I'll see you, all you folks, Low Roller, Scratcher, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Mike in the Night, and I'll have the thimble up tomorrow morning and ready to go. We'll be on Rumble and Odyssey, and we'll be multi-streaming. So, and we got our Twitch account back. Well, we got a new Twitch account because they yeah. See ya, Nitin. See ya, Catherine. See ya, Sandy. See ya, everybody. See ya, John Dean. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Mike in the Night. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.